Hello. What did I say? Didn't I say he was going to call her instead of responding by email? Right. Hey, guys. Hello. I am not going to be on long at all today. I just came on to share with you all my recipe for chicken noodle soup. And again, if you've been here before, you know that I don't really have written down recipes. I kind of go by taste, how things taste, to determine whether they're good to me or not. And just by things that I have picked up from my mom over the years. So this is one of the cold and flu season necessities that we have to have in our homes. So chicken noodle soup is always that thing. So let me know where you are from, where you're tuning in from today. And so I have egg noodles and a very hot pot that I'm going to pour them over into so that they can start to soften. Hey there. Hey, Pit Stop Kitchen and Garden. How are you today? Beautiful here in Tallahassee today. How is it over there? Is it good again today in Vegas? So I just decided that I wanted to, I actually, a couple of weeks ago, told my kids that I was going to be making chicken noodle soup for the cold weather. 98 degrees. Let me. It's cool. It's actually cooling down for you then, some Pit Stop, if it's 98. Because I remember one time you were like, it's 115 today. So, yeah, let me get in there. But yeah, I told them that I was going to be making the chicken noodle soup. And so they really were excited because they love chicken noodle soup. So what I did was I started out using my water bath canning pot. And this pot, as y'all can see, is humongous. And so I started out with putting 2 family packs of chicken breast with the bone in it. This is one of the really important parts. When you're making the chicken noodle soup, leave your bones in there, guys. That's where all that luscious goodness comes from. It comes from the bones. And so I'm just putting my noodles in to let the hot water hit them for a little bit. And I have, see these chunks of chicken still over in there. And I just took some of it and tried to take a little bit of the fat out. I didn't want to take all of the fat out of the chicken because, again, that's where your good, really good flavor comes from. Hey, guys, who else is in the house? Shout your city. Shout your city. Let everybody know where you're proud of. So, I'm going to, I had some chicken here. And so I was it was some of the bigger breast pieces. So I was breaking it up a little bit. So I'm just going to put it right back over in there. And we're actually going to use this to fill our jars. So I just wanted to give the noodles just a second. And my broth, more broth. I was taking some of the broth out, but I just wanted to get just nice and warm while we're waiting. My jars are in the oven. Lovely Ladies Gardening. Hey there. How are you doing? Lead Farmer 73 in the house. Good to see you, my brother. Good to see you in the house today. They finally doing you right, letting you come in on some lives, huh? But this is one of the necessary things that we always had growing up during the winter months, especially because when you start to get your colds and during cold and flu season, it's a really ugly thing not to have something. And now that we're in the situation that we're in, we're going to have the need for having some just canned, having some on hand. Even if, guys, you get the chicken noodle soup by the can, go ahead and grab those cans now, because as it gets colder, guess what's going to happen? People are going to start buying them out. I went and bought about maybe 20 cans of cream of chicken and cream of mushroom. And I'm actually probably in the morning, I'm going to get up and I'm going to go back and I'm going to buy more. Now, I don't get the very expensive stuff because I don't know about y'all money, but mine run out at some point. So I got the GV brand. These were maybe 50 cents each. It was somewhere between like 48 and 50 cents. So you can get 2 cans for $1. I mean, that's the way that you want to go. So this is the Walmart brand. And it works just as well. All right. Hey, Lourdes. Thank you for coming in. Be safe, Lid, driving out there. I can see you this time. I can see you. Hey, Nia. How are you? And so I got the Walmart brand. And so what I'm doing is I'm just going to take, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7 cans. And I'm just going to pour them over into the pot. And then just stir it a little bit. Just stir it a little bit so that it can break up. And this is just going to add extra flavor to your chicken soup. So this, I don't know if I said it, but this is the cream of chicken soup. So I had cream of chicken soup and cream of mushroom soup. And I'm gonna have to share like a Thanksgiving dressing recipe with you all. It's on point. It's on point. Okay, I think I'm back. Maybe I'm back. All right. So I put in red onion, salt. I had this pot filled all the way to the top. And so I boiled the chicken down. And then once I boiled it down, I scooped, the little white stuff that is on the top of it. I scooped it off, the stuff that was boiling up. And then I just continued to boil my chicken down. And so what happens is your chicken is going to, at some point start falling off the bone. And that's what you're looking for. You're looking for it to be really falling off that bone. When you touch that bone or when you taste that bone, it pretty much disintegrates in your mouth. And that the kosher salt gives an incredible, nice, salty flavor to it. So that's what you want. You want that kosher salt. You want your red onion. I put a little bit of seasoned salt in there as well. I didn't want to do as much of the seasoned salt because I still wanted to retain that clear color, and the seasoned salt is red. So, and then put in the cream of chicken soup. You already got your broth, but you're just adding that little extra cream of chicken to give you a little bit of thickness and flavor, because the flavor is amazing. If you've ever used like bouillon in your dishes, then you know what I mean by flavor. The chicken bouillon, the flavor is really, really good. So I'm gonna give it a minute. Who else is on here? Okay. I know it was buffering pit stop. I could tell because I'm looking at it on my phone over here as well, so I could tell it was buffering. But that's why I wasn't going to be on here long for that reason. But I just wanted to not have to edit a video today, number one. And number two, I wanted to just share this just cold weather treat with you all. If you all haven't gotten your got you live. Hey Mason. So if you all haven't had, if you did not already get you some crackers or some material to make bread to go along with these soups, get it now, because people are literally stocking up on this stuff. So this is, it looks pretty dissolved at this point. So let me move these. Now, if you want to scrape these cans or whatever, feel free, but I really don't. Whatever comes out, I just let it come out. And then I have so much of the broth in here that I'm going to be able to get a lot of jars out of this. And that's what I wanted. I have the quart-sized jars, and I really wanted to be able to get a lot of jars out of here. So I have 12 in here right now. In the stove. That was just sitting there heating up. I think I saw somebody saying something. I'm trying to look at my phone too, guys. Thank you, Led. Thank you. See, that's how devoted I'll be on your page too. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know what was so funny, Led? I saw your video this morning, and as soon as I saw Lady Led standing out, the pomegranate video, as soon as I saw Lady Led standing out on the back porch and you were walking by, I was like, watch this. He's about to mess with Lady Led. Watch this. And sure enough, there were your fingers in the camera, and I was just dying laughing early this morning. But thank you. I appreciate you being here, hanging in. These jars nice and warm. My canner is over here boiling away. So I just want to get this monster pan out of the way. Let me move it over to the table. And so it's time to stack them up, get them in. So make sure, guys, you're always putting in hot jars, you're putting hot liquid. And oh my goodness, this is going to be so good. And another reason I wanted to go ahead and put in my noodles, because I didn't want them just like standing there, like standing at attention. I wanted them soft, kind of soft, so that inside they could be, hey, Dan's in the house. Hey, Dan. Hey, Gardening with Joy. How are you doing? Glad you're here today. But I wanted my noodles to have that little softness to them, so that they weren't just kind of standing up in the jar and not allowing me to get more of the meat down in the jar. So I think we avoided that. I'm throwing this good old fat over in there with it just to keep that flavor popping. And even when I run out of the solid ingredients in here, guys, I'm still going to continue ladling into the jars because I want to make sure that I get every bit of this. Because sometimes you just want the broth, if especially, if you get sick or something, sometimes you just want broth. You can do this even if you're like living a plant-based lifestyle. You can find different plant-based like bouillon in order to do this. And my oldest daughter is mostly plant-based. And so I'll probably do a batch for her as well. Even though she will eat this chicken noodle, she will demolish this chicken noodle soup. I'll still probably do a plant-based version for her. Because, for someone who is plant-based, if they've been eating plant-based for a long period of time, if they put any type of meat in their mouth, it'll make them sick. It'll make them sick in one or two ways. It's going to make them chuck it up, or it's going to send them somewhere to where they're going to have to be sitting down for a little while. So I keep in mind always that, we need to make some things for her as well. And she's old, she grown. So she's not home all the time. She's out a lot, as a matter of fact. So we don't have to be concerned with her every single day, but, a lot. We make sure that she has some of what she needs for the lifestyle that she lives as well. So I need to get some chunks in here. And this was 2 family size packs of chicken breast. And I picked it up a couple of days ago when I went over to the Piggly Wiggly. I was able to get those 2 for like $5. Hey, Clausen World, how are you today? Hey, Turf Therapy, sneaking in. Thank you for sneaking in. We're making chicken noodle soup today to help us through the cold weather, cold season, flu season. This is how we pass up the flu shots. We pass up the flu shots like this, the nature way. We don't do that. If you eat meat, Clausen World says if you eat meat after not eating it, you get very sick. I haven't eaten red meat since my 20s. Yeah. It would tear you apart if you try to eat it now. And the thing about it is, when back then eating, okay, thank you. And so back then, red meat was still different. 20 years ago, it was still different. It's like certain stuff. I canned, guys, pork. Gosh, I uploaded the picture. Pulled pork. I canned. You remember that big side of pork that I showed you guys on the other video? So I canned it yesterday. I wanted to come live, but my internet has just been terrible. It's been really, really bad. So I didn't come live yesterday. Even with it buffering today, that's so much better than it was yesterday. So, but when you come in, hey, what was I saying? I'm getting old. That's some good looking soup. Look, it is so good. I was telling myself, don't stand there and eat that chicken like that. It's really, really good. It's like the seasonings, just having those few seasonings was exactly what it needed, because I was almost trying to think of all of this extra stuff to put in it. But with just using the red onion, the kosher salt, and then the cream of chicken soup. That tastes like the old school chicken soup from back in the day, that grandma used to make. So that's why I love to just keep things as simple as possible. Your soup sounds delicious. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, gotta turn my phone a little bit as you're putting it in the jar. It is really, really good. So just keeping those simple ingredients is literally the way grandma used to do it. And so that's kind of what I try to stick to. I try to stick to that on a regular basis. I love like the gardening community. Y'all have no idea how long I search for y'all. Like I can't even do like regular life because you know what? I just saw peppercorns, black peppercorns. So I put the whole ones in here, and that was the last ingredient that I didn't mention. So, but anyway, trying to deal with people in this world is something different. So the gardening community, everybody's just happy, everybody's relaxed, and seems like a whole lot of people are gardening for that aspect. So that's what I love about it. I just love the fact that people are looking for ways to like unplug, like mentally unplug from this world because it's nuts. It is nuts. So I love the spirit of the people in the gardening community. It's like really the only trouble that you get is a lot of the trolls who like are there for the wrong reason anyway. Anybody notice that? So I love being around positive people. I think I'm going to get all 12 of these jars done, which was what I wanted. And there are just little bits of meat like everywhere, all through this. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. And so I'm going to do a lot. I'm going to try to finish up using the jars that I have. I probably have maybe 4 more cases of jars. And so once I am done with those 4 cases, I'm going to go real hard on dehydrating foods. I have done some dehydrating, but we have just eaten it all. I'm not going to lie to you. We have eaten it all. And so I want to make sure that I do as much dehydrating as I can, because I'm always thinking about, what if we have to be on the move for some reason? I definitely want to be able to just grab some things and add them into a backpack or whatever, and then we can like still keep it pushing. So gardening with joy, trying to do better with shopping. You got that problem, sis? Got that problem? I know a lot of people with that problem. I used to be one of them. I can't do it no more. I don't even like, honestly, being out in the public anymore. People are so weird. Like, they're so weird and aggressive. So there's too much going on for me to be out there. Y'all, I try not to make a mess when I'm scooping this stuff in here, but sometimes it just doesn't work like that. And what are you all canning? Anybody else out there doing any canning today or have even in the last couple of days? What I'm going to do is I'm going to only be able to fit 7 quarts inside my canner. So I'm going to take my jars, the rest of them, and I'm going to sit them back into the oven. I have my oven on 170 degrees. So I'm going to sit the rest of the jars back into the oven and kind of let them stay warm, because I want to make sure that when I put these into the canner, we don't have any problems by adding cold things to a hot canner. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and get my tops cleaned and get these over into the canner. So who else is canning, and what are you canning, guys? Clausen World, you canning again? I know it made you a little nervous. Not today. Going to the farmer's market. I'll can something tomorrow. Good for you. Good for you. I knew you were going to jump back in there. Jump back on the saddle. I knew you would, because you did such a good job with those mushrooms. I love mushrooms. And I actually have a friend who is, they live off of the land. Everything that they eat, they are a plant-based lifestyle. Her and her 3 daughters, they are plant-based lifestyle. And so they eat off of their land. And they go around to just different remote places and they forage. They forage for their food in just different remote locations. So she is teaching how to identify mushrooms. And so that's definitely something that I want to know. And I actually identified some in my backyard. I can't remember the name of them, but they're like little orange mushrooms. And they have, I identified them off of her page. So I told her next time she comes, to town over here, to just let me know so that we can go out and forage together, because I definitely want to learn how to do that, how to identify the shrooms. Not the good kind of shrooms, but the kind, Guys, make sure that you're checking. This is bent. I don't want to take the chance on it. Top is perfect. But I don't want to take the chance on anything going wrong inside of this canner. So always fingertip tight. Don't over tighten, because you want for it to be able to, you want for the extra air to be able to escape. This is going to be incredible. Let me go ahead and admit it now. This is going to be so good. And this is my first time this year. This is actually my first time this year in 2020 making soup. No, making soup, but making the chicken noodle soup. And this canner, this is a 23 quart Presto, holds 7 quarts. All right. And so, guys, always make sure that you're checking, making sure that your gasket inside the canning top is still nice and flexible so that you'll be sure to get a great seal. Make sure that you can see through this little thing where it vents. You want to be able to see through it. And then also make sure that this, can y'all see that? Goes up and down. Up and down, up and down. All right. And that lets you know that you're good to go. You're ready. Get your top on. Okay. Me and this top be on the struggle bus sometimes together. All right. There we go. Okay. You have to sit it on right, and then you can twist it closed just like that. All right. And so, like I said, I'm going to sit the rest of these back into the oven so that we don't have any issues. Now, I have my stove on high right now, and I'm just watching my gauge to, well, first of all, I'm going to be watching it vent. It needs to vent steam, literally spewing up out of there. 10 minutes at minimum. I've seen some people do 30 minutes, but I typically am good with going 10 minutes, making sure that I don't start my timer for 10 minutes until the steam is steadily shooting up. That's what Homestead Heart says. That's what I did. That's what I always do. Exactly what she said. And so I start my timer at 10 minutes. Once that steam starts to shoot up out of there. Okay, my ladle. There we go. All right. And so I may actually have to get a couple of the smaller. I'm missing something because my phone is just buffering like crazy over here. I feel like I'm missing. I'm missing out on the conversation. I see a lot of laughing going on. I don't like to miss out. Cluster World. Your canner's in timeout. They done stressed you out like that. Oh, hey, Eco Neighbor. Listen, you know what? I just thought about something when I saw Eco Neighbor pop in. I better leave some of this soup. There's no need of me canning this whole thing because between him and our youngest daughter, I'm telling you, they go in. They want to taste the meals a couple of times. You know, they're like, what you canning all this stuff for? And we need to eat. So, yeah, I'm going to leave some of this soup so that my baby and my big baby will have some soup. I just thought about it. So I still have enough after this last jar here. After this last jar, I still have enough. I could probably fill up one more jar, actually. You know, if I don't answer the phone, it's, I don't know. Sometimes I don't answer just because I don't want. But it's always funny to me how, you know, some people will just call back to back. And it's okay. I mean, it's okay. But typically, if I answer your call and I don't answer it, just hold on. Hold your horses. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm on live with my people right now. I'm with my people right now. I'll put a little bit more because I know that's going to push some of that out. All right. Eco Neighbor and Baby Eco Neighbor, y'all going to have y'all some soup for tonight. All right. Quit playing. I am not playing at all. I'm just being honest. Just telling them what's going to happen. Mason gone with mama. Nature will always provide, always. Mushrooms are all that. I believe. Ooh, I know it. I know it. Just found hen of the woods. I don't know what that is, but I'm going to look it up. And safety is a must with the mushrooms as well as canning. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Let me see if I can get to the bottom of the comments on the phone so I'm not having to go across there. But that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all that I wanted to do today was to come in and yeah, I gotta feed little Eco too. Grow Eco, grow. Yep. Yep. So that's pretty much all I wanted to do for this video, guys, was to share with you the recipe that I use, and I'll run it down one more time for the people who came in later. So I filled up this huge pot. This is my water bath canner. I filled it up with water, and I added 2 family size packs of chicken breast with the skin on. I boiled it for a little while and scraped off, the foam that comes up on the top. I scraped it off. I did not change my water though, because there's flavor under there in this chicken. So I scraped all the white stuff off the top, discarded it. And then I added kosher salt. I added a red onion. 1 red onion was all I needed for this entire pot. You see how big this water bath canner is? That's a big canner. So you can imagine how much water was in this thing, filling this thing up. So added my kosher salt. I added the black peppercorns, the red onion, and a little bit of seasoning salt, but not so much seasoning salt that it turned my product red. As you can see, it looks just like chicken noodle soup. And I know my camera sucks, but it looks just like chicken noodle soup. Same color. And then the last thing that I added, okay, starting to vent now. The last thing that I added was the cream of chicken soup. I used the GV brand that you can get from Walmart. These were either 48 cents or 50 cents each. So you can buy a number of those when you actually go, but you better go now, because I'm telling you, there were not a lot of them. And I got probably 7 of those. And then the rest, I got like 20 cans total. And the rest of them were cream of mushroom soup. And so that's it. That's what I added to this particular recipe. I just added those so that it can give you a little bit of thickness to your soup for those who like a thicker soup. Now, if you just want it broth style, then you don't have to add the cream of chicken soup. The cream of chicken soup at all. But if you add the cream of chicken soup, I'm just telling you, it's just an extra treat. It's just really an extra treat that you're giving to yourself. So this is one of the things that we love to have. We always actually have around. Well, typically, most years we would buy the cream of chicken, the chicken noodle soup in a can. And so this year I just decided that I was going to go back again, because it's been a couple of years, and make the chicken noodle soup because I feel like the cold and flu season is going to be really tough. So if you go ahead, just like with taking your elderberry syrup, and having your tinctures on hand. This is one of the things that you definitely want to have on hand in case anybody gets sick, anybody comes down with a cold or the flu. This is your easy way to be able to get liquids into them. So let me start my timer because it is really venting. It's going to town right now. And so that's what you want to do. So this is how we stay well, is by making sure that we have some good old fashioned chicken noodle soup. We have our crackers on hand. We have plenty of water to keep us hydrated. You may want to grab your different juices, or either for those who have the steamers. Y'all are so lucky to have the fruit juice steamer. So all you have to do is just put your fruit over in that steamer and then just literally let it give you juice. That's on my list. That's on my to-do list. I'm going to save up for that one. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Any questions before I get out of here? Let's see. Will you add the ingredients in the description box? You're trying to make me work, aren't you? You are? Okay. I guess I can go back and add them. I don't have amounts. Like I said, I don't measure anything. I just go off of how things taste. I know that I put enough of the kosher salt in there to make my water salty. And once that chicken cooks down, man, once that chicken cooks down, it's going to give you a amazing flavor. Is what expensive? Okay, she said she wrote it down, just asking. Is what expensive? Hey, OCDish chick, how are you today? Lemongrass will keep you all the way together to I'm a witness. Yes. So I have so many oils. And I don't know if we bought a lemongrass actually plant, but I keep lemongrass oil on hand because I put it in my soaps that I make. So yeah, I keep lavender, I keep lemongrass, I keep coriander. Like there are a lot of essential oils out there that you can utilize. The steam juicer, I think the steam juicer I saw, correct me if I'm wrong, I saw it for like 170, 180, something like that. And so I was like, okay, I'll just save up for that. Because like, unless I probably just need to go back and look again, because I may be able to, find one on sale or something. I sell shop. I believe in shopping sales. I don't want to pay, a lot of stuff I don't want to pay full price for it. There's some things that, I can't skimp on, but for those things that I can, I'm going to try to find a coupon. I'm going to try to find a sale on it. So for something like that, I definitely want to find that. But I also want to learn how to make juice like a natural way. Everything that I'm thinking right now, everything that I'm doing right now is how can I do this without electricity? So that's my mindset right now, is how can I do this without electricity? And I actually have a video that I'm going to do talking about, how we can do some things, some other things that we may not have thought of without electricity, because that's a real live threat right now, is that we could be without electricity for an extended period of time. So let's see, use lemongrass in my oil burner. My home smells like lemon. Let me show you what I got on the table right here. OCDish chick. Look, sitting right on the table, because this is what I use. I love essential oils. Now, this one, I did not like this particular brand, but what I've had it for a while now, and I bought another one instead of this because I didn't like this particular brand. So what I decided to do was, I know that there are some essential oils that you can put on yourself that will help the mosquitoes stop biting you. If you've watched more than one of my videos, you know the mosquitoes tear me up. They tear me up. I don't know why they love me so much. So I found two things that help me to not get demolished when I go out the door. And one of them is I took some garlic. I actually took some ginger first. I made ginger water, and then I added, no, not ginger water, sorry, ginger oil. And then I put a clove of garlic. I just cut the clove in half and put it over into my oil. And so, listen, you have to love the scent of ginger and garlic. You have to love the scent of it to wear it. But when I'm just going outside to work in the yard, like nobody's bothering me. Nobody knows that I'm in the backyard. So when I go back there, that sweet blood, it's sweet. It's sweet, ain't it, baby? So I go in the backyard and I put the ginger oil on me. I literally would get a little bit of water so that I can spray it on my clothes, because the mosquitoes bite me through my clothes. They don't care. They are savage. So, hey, Gigi, love your head wrap. Hey, James Franklin, thank you so much. I'm glad you were able to join us today. So, they don't care what I normally do. So I tried to be all cute with it and fancy with it and mix like lavender oil, lemongrass oil, and I think some tea tree oil or something like that. Mixed it all together and then took myself outside. They still tore me up. They still got me good. So what I did was I just went in my vault because I have like a bunch of old oils. And I was like, people talk a lot about lemon oil with fighting the mosquitoes from attacking you. So this jar was full. And now I'm at the end of it. See it down there? I'm at the end of it right now because I have been wearing this outside. So the ginger and the garlic oil, I think it's the garlic more than it is the ginger. I just rub it all over me. I have to rub it on my face. So now I don't mind the smell of garlic and ginger because I cook with garlic all the time, and I can actually eat garlic cloves. So like when I'm getting ready to detox or something, I'll eat garlic cloves. So yeah. Yep. And so this lemon oil has worked wonderfully. I don't even like the smell of it, but the mosquitoes don't either. So I'm actually going to order another one of these. And I literally just ordered this one and was like, I don't like that, because I wanted to put it in some soap, but I didn't like the smell so much that I never ordered it again. So I know this brand is still out there. So I'm going to go and look and find some more of this just so that I can work out in my yard in peace. It's been the only thing, along with the garlic and ginger oil, that has helped me to be able to just work in peace. So I just have to take my clothes on to the laundry. And my daughter was smelling it one day because I had it all in my hair. And she was like, I don't know what that smell is on you, but I don't like it. And I understood exactly what she was saying. But hey, I had been working in the yard. They will bite me on my ears. They'll bite me in my face. They do my youngest daughter the same way. So they will get me literally everywhere. So we have to make sure that we have some of this on deck. So when I go back to order this, I'm going to be actually ordering a few of them and not just one. So we've been venting for 10 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and put the weight on because we're at that point. I used to be so scared of doing that. That thing scared me so bad in my first canning, my first pressure canning experience. To see that steam shooting up out of that pipe that way, and then me have to put my hand somewhere over it. I threw that thing twice before I was like, look, calm your nerves and put this thing on. So I did it. I finally did it. They say A positive blood type. I'm not A positive though. I'm not A positive. I use plant therapy from Amazon. This one is Antizen with the Z, Antizen. And like I have found other brands that I absolutely love. This one, I did not love it. I didn't even like it. And so it's literally been sitting there for a couple of years, but it has held its stinky scent. It has held that fake lemon scent, but it works against these mosquitoes. So that was all that I needed, was something that was just going to work for me. Make your own oil. I do. I make a lot of my own oils. And I have tried that. It didn't work against the mosquitoes when it comes to my body. So I don't know what it is about my body type. Okay, see, OCD's chick said, I hear they find us when we exhale carbon dioxide. So maybe if we hold our breath, they won't bite us. Yeah, be laid out on the ground somewhere. Be laid out on the ground holding your breath. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm good with that one. Oh, I'm good with that one. So, which video, James Franklin? Which video you can't wait to see? But this one, like, I don't even need the garlic oil when I use this one. So I don't know. I don't know if I even need to do a video with that one. I'm just like, literally, I just rub this all over me. And it has a carrier oil. So let's see. It says, oh, y'all, my eyes just ain't the same no more. Citrus. I can't even read it. It's too small. I can tell that that's citrus. So citrus something oil. I don't know if it's lime. What is that under citrus, baby?
Lemon spelled with an I.
Lemon. So yeah.
Lemon.
She said it's lemon. So citrus lemon oil. She said it's spelled with an I. That's why I couldn't make it out, I guess. But yeah, so all I have to do is put this on, as long as I rub it everywhere, including rubbing it on my clothes, bottom, everything, because they literally will bite me everywhere. They will bite me everywhere. Yep. So it says citrus lemon oil. That's all it says on here. But it's Antizen, Antizen is the brand. And you just have to be ready to take a bath. You just have to be ready to take a bath. I need to get me something. You know what, Leah? I still swear there is absolutely nothing wrong with my vision. Nothing. All right. See, I was running my mouth. again on this video. And my and y'all hear it? It's not supposed to be doing that at 10 pounds of pressure on this canner. It's at 15 pounds of pressure right now. So I just turned the stove off. I'm going to leave it off for about 5 minutes and let it come back down. Yep. I need to let it come on down. So I'm going to leave it off for about 5 minutes. And once it's back down to roughly 12 pounds, then I'm going to turn it back on and then kind of let it be. All right. Let's see what's going on. Oh, oil making. I did one actually. I did one with the, what was that? Yeah, I got an oil making. Oh, the oregano oil. I did one with the oregano oil. Let's see. But yeah, I'm gonna, I don't know. The glasses that I did have that that my eye doctor prescribed me, it's like she gave me the lowest prescription available. And it still felt like it was too strong for me. And so I was like, I don't need glasses. I really don't need glasses. I think I just have like allergy issues, but you know, I'm gonna fight this thing. I'm gonna fight it as long as I can fight it. And then I also got prescription contacts, and they were like all kinds of colors. So I got like what I got, baby hazel, I got brown, I got emerald green and gray. So I got prescription contacts in all those colors out there just spending money. So every time I put the things into my eyes, I'm just like, I can't see. I cannot see with those things in my eyes. I just can't see. Yep. So, whew. Okay, it's coming back down, guys. It's coming back down. So, any questions before I get out of here? Because I'm going to go and just put the rest of these jars in the oven and then just kind of man this canner for a little while. Any questions before I go? Any comments before I get out of here? I said I was not going to be on but a few minutes. I'm doing the Lead Farmer 73. Whew. I've been on for an hour. And I said, look at this joker talking about some Dollar Tree glasses. the Dollar Tree glasses. Listen, I should have just denied. I should have just told her, look, I really don't need the glasses. I just don't need the glasses. That's what I just should have just stuck with that. But she was like, yeah, your eyes are just going to get worse and worse. And I just should not have done it. So I was like, okay, if I'm going to put something, in there, then let me get some cute colored contacts. So let me do something. Matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all. I'm going to upload a picture once I'm done with this live and show y'all my colored contacts that I got. Because I'm notorious for putting in the colored contacts, taking a photo, and then taking the contacts out because I can't see. I can't see with them. And she swear that was the least strong prescription that is available. All right, James Franklin, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you. I appreciate you. I started with Dollar Tree, then I had to break down and get the glasses. I hate them though. Yeah. I don't know. I like the look of my frames or whatever. Let's say get the Dollar Tree goggles. Man, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I like the look of my frame. The frame was really cute, but I don't know, it's just something just sitting there on my face. Even when I wear, shades for just blocking the sun or just stylish looking. I mean, all right, I'm turning back on, guys. I am at 10 pounds. turn it on. So even when I do the shades, I just can't have it sitting on my face for more than, an hour or so. So I think it's just the comfort level of wearing the glasses more than it is anything. So, all right. Did I miss something? Did I miss anything? Turn your volume down, baby. All right. Sound like Lady Liz. She thinks she can see too. Man, listen, I'm fighting it. I'm fighting it, Liz. I'm fighting it. Then I get and then I see something like this and I'm like, got to call a child to read it for me. Hey. It is what it is. So, but thank you all so much for coming in. I'm going to go. You can retain your eyes. You can retrain. Is that retrain? You can retrain your eyes with your fingers. Oh, wait a minute. How so? How so, Mason G? How so? Tell me. Tell me. Because see, me and Lady Led over here thinking that we can see. You need to tell us something. Tell us something to help us out. How can we retrain our eyes with our fingers? I want to know. I got to hear this, Mason. I got to hear it. I want to know too, Pit Stop. Just give all the way up. Listen, I'm a fighter. I can't give up. Cannot give up. I gotta find out how to do this thing. And if I can do this thing without paying $300 to do it, see these, they free. These right here, they free. So yeah, I want to do it. I want to do it with my fingers. Come on, Mason G. Waiting on you. It might be long. It might be a long process. Do I need to go and look up some videos on how to do that, Mason? Because, man, my eyes definitely need to be retrained. And I think that my an allergy issue because when I walk outside of my house, my eyes just start immediately watering. So I think I may have just like a serious allergy issue. And I never ever had allergies or anything growing up. So for that to happen, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what to call it. And I told her that and she was like, yeah, it could be allergies because like your eyes look good. There are not any like deformities or anything. I'll do a video on it. Bet. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm going to get up out of here. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the support, especially y'all who always come in rocking with me. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. But I'm going to upload that picture, me with them contacts in for like 2 minutes so I can take that video, that photo. I'll upload it so y'all will get to see it. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here. So you all have a blessed day. Excuses, just let it go. I can't do it. I don't like to be defeated. I don't like to be defeated. I don't like to be defeated. I'm a fighter. See, I know Led don't even get down with the whole zodiac thing, but I'm an Aries, Led. I fight. That's what I do. Them Leos think they something, but they just ain't never met the Aries yet. We fight. That's what we do. Late March, early April, that's just what we do. That's how we made. We made like that. I enjoyed your live. Thank you. Thank you. Join the Google gang. Okay. All right. Well, thank y'all, guys. I will talk to you guys on the next video. Take care of each other and see ya.